All right. Welcome to our PWAN Business Opportunity Expo. My name is Dr. Christy Okonkwo. I'm the ED of PWAN Homes Office in Houston, Texas. So I'm speaking to you now from Houston, Texas. And I'm here with our BDE, Mrs. Uche Okonya, Vera Okonya. So we're here together and we have a number of people who are already BBOs here, though I can see one person is new. So today we're going to tell you about this wonderful business we call PWAN. Because everyone is expected to become a PWAN business owner. Hopefully by the time you're done with here, you'll be a PWAN business owner for the new person. Okay, PWAN Business Owner Expo by PWAN Group. When we talk about Expo, as all of us, when we go to school, we always say the word Expo. Expo means that the founders of this organization is telling us what we are going to do to be successful. Just like we are being told when we are in school. When you have an expo, it's like the instructor or the teacher is giving you some tips that will help you pass in that class. So for this wonderful business opportunity we are going to talk about today, the founders has created an avenue for us to know what we need to do to succeed in this business. So if I may start by asking, what is your why? Because a lot of times we need to have a why in order to be able to achieve something. Because when we don't think about the reason we are doing anything, a lot of times we do it without planning, without making progress. But when you have a why, you normally progress in what you are doing because you have a place, you have a vision where you are going. So is anybody here going to tell me why you left everything you are doing this afternoon? Because you could have been in a party, this is Saturday, you could have been somewhere else, but you chose to log in here. So there must be some reason. You can unmute. This said presentation is going to be very interactive. So I wouldn't just be talking at once. Please, if you can unmute and tell me why you are here, why you left whatever you are doing and come here. We just want to know. And for those coming in, I can see more people are coming. Please type in your location on the chat. And a reminder, we are recording this. So please don't say what you don't want to be heard out there in the social media. Sorry. So anyone who can tell me their why for being here this afternoon, this night, this evening. Thank you. Anyone in the audience?
I'm here because they said if you are busy, if you are broke, real estate is for you. I want to know how.
Great.
Because the general notion is that you must use a lot of money to enter real estate.
No. PWAN made it easy for you to do real estate, even with no money. That's what you're going to hear today. Yes.
Wow.
Even with no money, you will even end up owning a home, even with no money. PWAN made it possible. You will hear it today. You just have to. You see, there's a rule to everything, right? If only you key into the roadmap that the founders of this great organization have presented to us. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but it will finally happen. You need to key into it. You need to walk in with it, and then we see how. And we are going to talk about it. Please, if you want to speak, you can just introduce yourself to us and tell us where you are calling in from. Thank you. Anybody else who wants to tell us their why for being here?
Hello, my name is Ebuka, and we're calling from Pittsburgh, PA, US.
You're welcome. Thank you. So where are you?
My why?
Okay.
My why is to earn passive income.
Great.
And also to have a financial freedom through real estate.
Great. Thank you. And you are going to achieve it. Thank you. Great. Great. Actually, for me, that is my why. Believe me, to earn passive income, to earn residual income. Because as all of us can tell, all of us knows nobody is growing younger, right? So my own why, I should have started by telling you all my why. My why is to earn passive income and later on have residual income. So I'm keen into this opportunity. So anybody else before we continue? Just one more person.
Go straight to
Okay, we can go on. Yes, the founders of this great organization have mapped out have given us so many nuggets. In this organization, becoming a PWAN business owner can help you have a happy family because you are going to make money in this organization. And we know that as much as I wouldn't say money is everything, but money could take care of so many things. When there's less stress in the home, you will have a happy family. If you come home every day thinking of how will you give your child or your the next meal, of course, you know what that means. But you're going to make money in this company, you just follow the rule and then work, key into it. I think that should be a better word, key into it, and the money will come. Hopefully, we have some people that can even give us testimonies about it. Hopefully, we have some old members. Personal development. You see, in so many real estate organizations, all you do is to be an agent. You just sell and you go and get your commission and go. PWAN has gone beyond that. PWAN helps you in several ways. We have seminars going on in several PWAN offices across Nigeria. There are many, in the whole state, almost all states of Nigeria, there are PWAN offices, multiple offices, not even just one. And there are seminars going on almost every day of the week. And then Zoom seminars. Even the PBO office have their Zoom seminar every single Sunday, 6 p.m. Nigeria time. So if you know your time zone, you can use that to know what 6 p.m. Nigeria time will be. And the link is a Zoom, so you can log in from anywhere. And as you're listening to this, a lot of times we say we don't know how to speak in the public. But in PWAN, you're going to learn how to be a public speaker. Because you're going to be doing this with your with your prospects. Anybody who is a PBO can get this can get this slide if they want it. You just type your email address on the chat room, because you can use it to make your presentations. So when you are in this company, you have personal development because you will learn to speak. Public speaking, that's what we call public speaking. Then when you stand in the crowd, you won't be worried what you will say. And you could even climb the stage one day and start talking to people. It comes naturally. It doesn't just, it's not something you practice. You see it coming. It will just start coming. So women in PWAN will give you all these opportunities. Beautiful home. Why not? Why not? You go to some people's houses. There's somebody that entered her house one day. I want to even lie down in the restroom. People own those houses and you could own one. With the money you make from PWAN, you could buy a house, or even when you achieve a certain level, like being a diamond manager, PWAN will give you a house. And we are going to see today how you can get to become a diamond manager. Luxury cars. Yes, everything is about the money you make in this organization will help you achieve all this. There are a lot of times you get up in the morning and you want to go out and you start your car, that you start thinking, oh my God, how will I get a mechanic? So there are cars and there are cars, right? In this organization, you make money that will even help you buy a good car that anytime, any moment you need it is answering you. And more than that, you will even get cars as an incentive based on your marketing in PWAN. PWAN give out cars every year, not just PWAN, all the affiliates give out cars. Hopefully, I will see some people here who can testify to that. Give out cars. So keying into this business opportunity, we bring so many things your way. Financial freedom. That is the umbrella of it all. At the end of the day, everything is about financial freedom. You don't walk into the store, you know you are shy needs something and you keep taking for the lowest price. I'm not saying you'll be extravagant. At times it's just because you can't afford to buy it. But when you start growing a network, we talked about passive income here, right? How do you make passive income? It's through network. That's the only way passive income comes. So you go to the store and get what you want. This is the money you didn't even work for, but it can. That's because you built a network. And that is what distinguishes PWAN Group from every other real estate company. Yes, we call ourselves the first real estate network marketing company in the world. Note me, I didn't say in Africa, I didn't say in Nigeria, I said in the world. And we always go to Google to find things out. So if you go to Google now, ask Google, the first real estate network marketing company in the world. Don't say the first real estate. We are not the first real estate. Don't say the first networking. We are not the first networking. But we are the first real estate network marketing company in the world. So you should be proud to be associated with PWAN. So if you are coming here for the first time, like I noted one person at least who said she's here new, you should be proud to be associated with PWAN. So as we know, nothing just comes out from a vacuum, right? That means that this organization, this great organization we're talking about, was out of someone's vision, out of someone's invention. So let us meet our founders, the founders of this great organization. Dr. Augustine Ozioma Onwumere and Dr. Jane Obioma Onwumere founded this organization in March 2012. At a time, they were homeless. And this is what drove the vision of making home ownership dream a reality.
He's not coming yet.
Imagine, how can someone who was homeless 13 years ago have made so many families landlords and landladies? That is what vision can cause. So my guests here, please, even if you are new and you don't know the story behind this company yet, I would like if you can give a love emoji on the chat for our founders. Believe me, if you appreciate what somebody does, appreciate what you do. So please just give a love emoji on the chat room for our founders, and you will find out why. You will be glad you did as we go into this, as we move on this. So 12 years, actually 13 years ago, because P1 just celebrated their, why is this echoing? I'm sorry about it. P1 just celebrated their 13th anniversary on March 12th this year. P1 was founded on March 12th, 2012. So on the March 12th of every year is the anniversary. And what's the story behind this company? This couple, Dr. Augustine Ozioma and Dr. Jane Obioma Onwumere, as at 2012, they were homeless, simply looking for 300,000 naira to rent a flat. But out of this wilderness experience, P1 was bettered. And that is what drives the vision of making home ownership dream a reality for as many people as possible. Note, for as many people as possible. Because this homeless couple at that time, 2012, or before, prior to 2012, were squatting from place to place. But in the process of doing that, they have built a brand, P1, which has in turn created several landlords and millionaires in the real estate industry. So let's talk about P1 a bit. P1, when you hear the word P1, what comes to your mind? So when you are bringing this organization to somebody who is new, I would always like you to say it out. Don't say P1. Say it, or even if you say P1, say it out. Property World African Network. It is actually becoming a global network because I'm in Houston, Texas right now, and I have a couple of other people here who are in Houston. We also have our office our center in Dublin. We have our office in Ghana, and we're even getting another office sometime soon in Dubai. And we're growing, so it's going to become a global network. That's why we are calling our president Mama Global. She used to be answering. She used to be called Mama Africa. Now she's called Mama Global. She's called the Global. So, Property World Africa Network is what P1 means. So try to always say it out in full. Established in March 2012 as a real estate marketing and information company, and we adopt a network marketing model in real estate marketing. And over our past 13 years, it's 13 years now of existence, PWAN has empowered thousands of people and families and giving us, I will say us because I'm inclusive, a source of earning legitimate income. I want you to take note of that word, legitimate income, doing real estate business. A legitimate income is an income that even if a million, 10 million hits your bank account, you won't be worried if the bank call you to ask you where the money came from. Because there's some money that will hit your bank account. You will even be trying to remove it before the bank manager will call you. But when you get money coming from P1, it hits your bank accounts, it will come in millions, I'm telling you. Note my word today, 26th of April. You won't be afraid if the bank manager asks you to come to their office, come to their bank. Because you know the money is legitimate income. And thousands have seen their lives transformed and can now live a comfortable life and also help them achieve their dream of owning their own home. We are positioned to groom financial heroes through the power of real estate network marketing. So what is our vision? Our vision, when you say vision, just like somebody will ask you let's say you are writing a statement for an academic program, or somebody will say, what's your vision? Where are you looking to go in? Where are you seeing yourself in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself? What's your vision? And the vision of this company is to make home ownership dream a reality. This is something that I expect anybody who is a P1 business owner, a PBO, to know. The vision of your company is to make home ownership dream a reality. Why is it important that you know it? Because if you know your vision, if you aim towards getting to your vision, when you are in a job, maybe in a new job, during an interview, they could ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Those are common interview questions. I'm giving you a tip now. When you tell your hiring manager, I see myself being this in the next 5 years, or I see myself being this in the next 10 years, they will know that you know what you are coming for. Otherwise, they will say, this person doesn't even know what she's coming for. How are we sure he's going to perform in this job? So in this company, the vision is to make home ownership. So everything we do in P1 is directed towards our vision, making home ownership dream a reality. And when you have a vision, you have to have a mission. Mission is how do you accomplish your vision? When we write our statements or anything, they will, like, you want to break it down. So sorry, I have to talk in a different language because I'm a researcher too. When you write a research paper, they will ask you, how do you do this? I've written what I want to do. How do you do this? You have to explain how you will do it. Otherwise, it means you are not even sure of how you will do it. So the mission is how we intend to achieve our vision. And how do P1 intend to achieve his vision? By discovering affordable lands everywhere and make this known to us, and also show us how we can make money to buy land or build our own home or buy our own home, because so many affiliates are having already built properties now, so we can buy the home if you don't want to go through the trouble of building it from the foundation. A client called me from Canada the other day. He was insisting he wanted an already built property. So I have to start asking all the affiliates, where do they have properties? Though in his own case, he's basically where he wanted it. So in P1, you make enough money to buy land, you make enough money to build your own home, or you make enough money to just go ahead and buy a home, because you start by paying a certain percentage. And then, of course, the affiliates will let you know how long you finish paying if you don't want to go through the stress of building from the scratch. All of this is possible because we have a vision. And every affiliate of P1 Group is working towards the same vision. When you have a vision, you know where you're going. You have a mission, you know how you want to get there. You must have some guiding principles too. And these are what we call the core values. Because without a guiding principle, you will do things haphazardly. I was talking to a prospect some days ago. I told the person that the difference between traditional schooling, we all it old school, right? And distance learning that is becoming very common these days is that If you are not very disciplined, you cannot you cannot be you cannot achieve a learning through distant learning. Because in traditional school, the instructors will remind you when they when when your exam is coming, when the test is coming. When you are doing online class, nobody is reminding you that. That means you have to be really disciplined in order to be successful in an online class. Nobody is going to remind you. Everything is there for you to just go and go. So there must be guiding principles for you to be able to achieve what you want to do. So in P1, our guiding principle called our core value is one word, arise. It's an acronym. A standing for accountability. As a P1 business owner, you have to be accountable for what you do. You have to be responsible. You have to do it with integrity. You have to provide service, and not just ordinary service. You have to provide excellent service. So with these core values in your mind, whatever you are doing, you know you are not just doing anything anyhow. You have to have the core values in your mind, knowing that anything you are doing, you are representing P1 brand. And you have to protect your core values. Again, P1 Group, as we already said, is the first real estate network marketing company in the world. When P1 Group started in 2012, it started as P1 Home. But they have expansion in mind. And because they have an expansion in mind, they start in 2015, they started giving birth, yes, to what are known as affiliates. Affiliates are sub-companies under the P1 Group, each owned by their own managing director. So the managing directors are the owners of the affiliates. But they are under P1 Group. That means that a percentage of whatever comes to that affiliate belongs to them, while the other percentage goes to the company itself. So P1 Homes is not an affiliate. As the president will say, P1 Home is the only one that can answer P1 Group, because that's the mother company. And you can see over a space of 13 years, you can see all the companies that has grown out of P1 Group. When they started, the first affiliate is P1H. It was in 2012. Then in 2017, the other affiliates, P1 Plus, P1 Premium, all of them started coming out. And that gave rise to what we know today as P1 Group. I hope I mentioned it well. Initially, when it started as P1, when it started in 2012, it was known as P1 Homes. In 2012, it was known as P1 Homes. Then when the affiliates started coming out in 2015, 2017, and of course till today, it gave rise to the name P1 Group. And all of them work together with the same vision. So that vision keeps us together as one company. The vision keeps us together as one company. So when you are in this company, actually, there's a different slide there because I chose to use this abbreviated slide to talk about this so that we don't spend too much time today. But for anything you don't understand, I can explain later. Well, we have what is called P1 business owners. I'm actually going to share another slide if you want. Let me stop this slide and share that slide because I wanted to use this, but I'll come back to this slide. I'll share another slide now. We have what is called P1 business owners. And P1 business owner is any member of the P1 group that joined this company by first subscribing for a property, by first subscribing for a land or a home. Those are the people, that's what makes somebody a P1 business owner. When they subscribe for a land or a home, that's what makes someone a P1 business owner. Sorry, just we go back to that slide. Anybody see my slide now? Nobody see my slide. I want to share another slide, okay? Just 1 second. I want to share another slide. Okay. Okay. In the meantime, P1 business, no slides. Okay. So if anybody has come in while I'm doing this, I welcome you. And just like I said before, please, if there's anyone who came in newly, type in your location where you are logging in from. Okay, type in your location where you are logging in from. If you want let me see. Sure. Oh no, it's not what I wanted to share. Sorry about that. Okay, PBO slide is here. Okay. Okay, go back to sharing this. Hmm. Okay, I just want to share this other slide as it will give us a little more explanation about. You see my slide, right? About what a PBO is. Yeah. I decided to use an abbreviated slide in the initial part. I just want to use this slide to. It's still talking about the same thing anyway, but I wanted to use this slide to explain more about. Okay, this is what I was already saying, that when the brand started initially in 2012, it had an expansion in mind. So in 2015, the new affiliate started coming. P1 Asia as the first affiliate. So if anybody should ever ask you the first affiliate of P1 Group, you should know it's P1 Asia. And then from 2016-17, others started coming, giving rise to P1 Group. So, and these are all the affiliates. And multiple more affiliates are coming. They just had an affiliate mentorship during the 13th anniversary, just last month in March. And many people attended to own their own affiliates. So you that is sitting here today, you can own an affiliate tomorrow. Yes, you just give it your name, any name you want it to be, and get in touch with the founders, and you all will draft an agreement, and then we just register your own company, and you own your own company. So this company is everywhere in Nigeria. We are represented in every state, as if I can even say, more than 30 states in Nigeria. So if you are here and there's no P1 in your states, you could even be the one that will start the P1 group in your own state, a P1 in your states, a center, which is what we get when you become a manager. So let's, moving forward, P1 group works by what we call 5x5 matrix in order to become a P1 business owner. When you see this graph, that was why I didn't start with this slide first. Because a lot of times when people see this, it scares them off. But I can tell you, you should be happy for this slide instead of it scaring you off. Because that is the nugget of this company. You wanted to know how you will have a home without any money. If you are the single man here, that means you will have a home only with all your own efforts. And that could take you how many years to achieve? I don't know when. But if you could have this dream home, which all of us we want to have, as soon as possible, it means that when you found this opportunity, it's a great opportunity called P1. You don't keep it to yourself. Come on, you tell your family, you start with your family. Your family could be all these people in red. And also help them to tell their own friends and families, because as I have a sister, my sister also, she also have her own family because we are all growing out in families. These people could be your colleague at work. It could be your member in the church. It could be even your boss in the work. It could be your healthcare, your practitioner. You could be this person. It could be somebody you meet on the streets. In fact, it could be somebody you meet in the store, because you are sharing this opportunity with them. And when they find the value, that's what I will try to let people know. When you are sharing this opportunity with people, tell them the value. We are going to come into that. But I wanted to tell you, because we got to the membership levels. So when you tell them the value, they will want to come in. And then you leverage on everybody's effort. Instead of you being the one that will achieve 100%, get from 100% of your effort, you can only contribute 1% and leverage from 99% effort from other people. And that is how you get passive income. I said that my purpose of this being a member of this great organization is to have a passive income. And I know one other person said it. And how else do you achieve passive income? Passive income is what you get when you didn't work for it, but it came to you. And the only way you can do it is by growing a network. The larger your network, the larger your net worth. Did anybody understand what I said? The larger your network, the larger your net worth. Network brings net worth. So that's the growth pattern for you to become a P1 business owner, which was introduced by this company to help people achieve our vision of having a home. So the next, and then you'll be asking yourself then, who is a P1 business owner? What makes you a P1 business owner? So let's look at the model of P1 business owner. A P1 business owner is someone who joins the P1 group by subscribing for a property or a land. And when you become a P1 business owner, the program is designed to help you achieve a land worth minimum of a property that can range from, actually this value should be 15 million and above. And this 15 million, and you pay for it over time. That's another thing. You pay for it over time, it can be up to 5 years. You pay for it over time by subscribing. And that is why when you have a great network, it will be faster to achieve that amount you will need to own a property. And even when you say that you can own a property at zero cost, let me come to it there. I heard some people make a sound. How can you have it in zero cost? How you can have a property in zero cost is that, let me go back. Let me go to the next slide now. These are our membership levels. This figure is for Nigeria, though we have another figure that is in dollars for those of our people living in the United States. But we have this figure, entry level. You can start with nothing. The first membership level is free. But because it is free, you can also expect that there are so many incentives that doesn't come with it. So when you are on this level, you make sales and you get 10% of sales, but you don't get any indirect bonus, indirect commission. That means that you cannot get a commission from what someone else is selling. But here, the P1 group makes it that they will like to use whatever commission you are making here to upgrade you to this level, because this is our recommended level, classic gold. So this is the level that is recommended because it is at this level that the growth pattern begins. We will get to the growth patterns. Until you are at this level, you will not be able to grow in the company. And the good thing about it is that at this level, you get so many incentives. So many incentives. You get all your commission up to all the generations. All the people under your network. You make their initial commission based on your direct sale of property, 10% in some normally Florist Pure Home, and then 15% in Florist, then 10% in all other ones. And then you make your indirect commission. So when someone under your network makes a sale, you get 5%. That is where the passive income comes. Because any sale made by someone in your network, you're getting. Even someone under your network, let me say your grandchild in the business, you still get 2.5%. And you still get 1% up to the fourth generation. That is why I said that you should not be scared with that network. That network is for people who wants to be sleeping and making money. Somebody like me who wants to make passive income. So anybody who wants to make passive income, we grab that opportunity of developing a network. So at this level, you can join for free. You make your sales and you make your commission, but you're not going to make any indirect commission. Then in this level, you also join at this level. And at this level, the commissions you make is based on your level. We see the the slide that shows the level for different commissions. So all these commissions have different commission level. All these membership levels have different commission based on your level. This is the one that gives you all the incentives, all the benefits. That's why we always use this as our recommended level. So there are several ways you can make money in P1 group, multiple ways. This is for the United States because that's multiple ways you can make money in as a P1 business owner. 12 ways, and then we have the 13th way and 14th way. You get direct recruitment bonus, you get indirect recruitment bonus, you get renewal bonus, you get indirect renewal bonus. These are called bonuses. This is what my friend in Dublin, our ambassador in Dublin, we call these are alerts. But when it comes to sales commission, we call those ones alarms because it comes in millions. You see, these ones are fixed amounts. But these ones on the sales commission are percentage. So if you made a sale of even just 1 million, 10% of it is 100,000. Though the company will take some percentage as tax because they use all those things for taking care of. You see all the things we do in P1 group. If you are taking your customer to the field for inspection, we just ask them to come as they are. We provide everything. That's so the company takes some. It's not a tax. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Administrative fee. So from this 100,000 that would have been a commission of 1 million naira property, they take some administrative fee out of it, which is minimal. And if you made a sale in the properties that are 15%, that's 150,000. Just if a sale of 1 million. When the administrative fee is taken, it's coming to about 134,000. 134,000. This is even more than the amount you spend in the highest level of 75,000. Only one sale alone can cover the highest level the highest amount you spend for becoming a member. 75,000. Just one sale, we give that to you. Can you imagine that? And then if you grow a network, for those of us who wants passive income, that wants to make money as we are sleeping, when you grow a network, you get what is called indirect sales commission. Indirect, you didn't labor for it. You didn't even know how it was done. I always make reference to what one of our directors said, that she was sitting in her still room one Saturday afternoon, and she saw an alarm. We don't call it alert, anything that has to do with commission, on her phone, and she was shocked. She never knew that her success lines made a sale of 4 plots. And after that, even the next day, she made another sale of another 4 plots because her brother in Malaysia asked her to buy 4 plots. And then the brother's friend asked her to buy another one. That's an indirect commission. So for those people who doesn't want to look at this diagram or things that we're asking them to go and bring this person, go and bring this person, go and bring this, that means every single thing you are going to do will be out of your own efforts when you can leverage on other people's efforts. Nobody wants to lose such opportunity. So this is where you can make money to buy a land, make money to buy to build your home, or make money to even buy a home. Because as we look at this, it may look small, or maybe you say 150,000, what will you buy? You forget that 150,000 is a relative term, right? It's based on selling 1 million, a plot of 1 million. I don't even know if there's any plot of 1 million now. So when you sell a plot of 10 million, you know how much you are going to be making or when you sell a house of 40 million, 50 million, that alone is enough for you to pay a deposit for a house that's already built. That is what this founders has brought that is making so many people earn legitimate income. I told you to remember that word, legitimate income. Because a commission will come into your account in millions, and you will not be afraid to tell the bank manager where it came from, because you will show the person, you will show them where it came from. And that is what only P1 can do. That is why we are the first real estate network marketing company in the world. It was this formula that is made P1 unique. Other other estate company, real estate companies, you just market as agents and you take your commission and go. But the founders of this company, if I should backtrack, we're watching people they lived in Lagos. They were watching how their layers will help people find an apartment. They call it in Lagos, right? Somebody told you they're looking for an apartment, and you told somebody they're looking for an apartment, like you're looking for an apartment, and then they know one alaye, or they call it omolaye, who knows one alaji, who has and they will finally get you an apartment. And the alaji, of course, we pay the money, we pay the agent fee just to that alaye, right? And immediately this alaye gets that money, all his problems will come out. He will not even remember that somebody introduced the tenant to him. All the things he will need money to do will come out. And of course, he will run away with the money. So the founders of this company were watching people as they were were watching agents as they fight for commissions in the bus stops. And they said if they can develop a formula that will enable everyone in that chain that led to the sale of that particular property to get a certain amount of commission, which will be paid directly to that person by the company itself, then there will be no fight in sharing of what was paid as commission. But the fact, like our ambassador will say that in PWAN we are unique because the monkey they walk, monkey they shop. In other places, the people who do most work are the people that earn less. Let's say in the corporate world, but here, when you do most work, you are the one getting the large sum of the money. You made the direct sale. You are the one who is going to get 10% or 15%. Then the people that are above you, the person who brought you into this, because the person that says she's new, we normally ask you to register under the person who brought you into this company. Person will get either 1% to 5%, depending on the generation. First generation, 5%, second generation, 2.5%, then the other one, 1%. So everybody will get something. And in that getting something, they're not fighting with this final person who was giving, who, if he's in Alaye, the Alaji will give that person money. No, the company will pay everyone direct. This is what makes PWAN unique. This is why when you tell people about PWAN, you let them know the value that PWAN brought to the community. This is what they call removing poverty from the community. Everyone will get something. But for you to get that, you have to be a registered PWAN business owner. I met a friend who was telling me the other day that here he has introduced 2 people to buy properties in PWAN. I told her, are you a registered PBO? She said no. I said, okay, there you are. Then you're not getting anything. Because this company has made it that once you are registered in their system, because your account number is there. I live here in US. I have a downline who made a buy to sell in December. They don't need to see me. The money is paid into my accounts. Even when I don't get a lot, but I know the money is there because once I log into my account, I see it. So you have to be a registered PWAN business owner. And once you become a registered PWAN business owner, you have a referral link will be generated. And that is what you will give to anybody you talk to about this business. Don't let someone take your prospect. As you are talking to someone, give them your referral link, so they will register with your referral link, because your name will come out immediately they put your link. So that is what PWAN, this is how you can make legitimate money in PWAN. Buy land at 0 cost. Your first commission alone for a classic good already covered your membership fee. Every other payment, and that is for a year. You will renew it every year. But if you are following if you are following the nuggets and everything about this company, you make much more than that. Much more than that. And then what another thing about that PWAN introduced is what is called buy to sell. This is a flagship of PWAN Group, and only PWAN Group can give you this. Buy to sell is something like land trading, saving for the rainy days, where you give PWAN your money, and PWAN will sell where you give PWAN your money, and they will give you a land as a collateral, but that one will not be allocated. That is the only difference between buy to keep and buy to sell. But you will have your receipt of payments. In place of allocation, you will have post-dated check. And this buy to sell comes with different percentages. Right now, I think 12 months is going for 40%. 18 months is going for about 75%, right? Depending on the amount involved. If you're a PUBO, you know this. Then 24 months, you will get as much as 100%. That means in 24 months, if you used doing the buy to sell of 10 million, you are getting 24 million in 24 months. Come on. What an opportunity this company has given to us. Our group executive director for recruitment, Dr. Akwete, will say that they eradicate poverty. The founders of this company has eradicated poverty if only you follow the system. Note my word, follow the system. The system has already been laid out. You just need to follow it. You don't need to recreate it. You gain as a P1 business owner who introduced somebody to do buy to sell. As a P1 business owner who introduced somebody to do buy to sell, you will get a commission of 7.5 up front. Immediately the person is making that payment. And then if it is somebody under your network, you get a commission of 2.5% indirect. It's only 2 levels in buy to sell, but property sale is 4 levels up to 5. Then if you become a manager, you can open a center. Like I said, if you don't have P1 office in your where you live, you could even be the one that will have a center there. You do what I'm doing now. That's what P1 teaches you to say personal development. Any recruitment that is done in that center, you get 1% of it. Every single recruitment that is done in that center, any single sale that is done in that center, you get 1% for the upkeep of that center. We get what is called annual performance bonus. After all the money you made in your commission and incentives year, at the end of the year, then during the annual and the anniversary, March 12th of every year, P1 will also give you 1% of every sale you made. Somebody says, how much could that be? This year, somebody got a check of 20 million as an annual performance bonus. I don't know if anyone is on this one who can attest to that, but yes, it was there. The videos are there. He got an annual performance bonus of 20 million. 20 million is 1% of his sales. After he has got all the commission he got, either 10% or 15% through the year, he still got 20 million. And somebody is asking, how can they have a house or a home with 0 costs? This is what P1 can do for you. Then if you become a manager, you get a manager bonus of 300,000. I will fast track so I can see how you can have your growth pattern. And this previous, I'm not going to talk on this right now, but the benefits of being in P1 group are too numerous. And you achieve all this with a single membership fee. You can sell from any affiliates. Because once you are a PBO, you are on the PBO forum, where the MDs put all their flyers. You are not tasking yourself with making a flyer. All you need to do is to pick it up. Even if you want, you can make a video, bucket it on your status. Our ambassador in Dublin said that she doesn't even look for customers, that customers look for her. It's just by a video of a property she posted on her status, somebody was calling her for that property. In our people, they said that good market sell itself, right? She said she doesn't even look for customers anymore. Social media is there for you to post just by paying a single annual fee, which is covered by less than the amount you made is a 1 million sale. You can you pay subscription for your home over 5 years. You can win a car. I don't know who is here, whoever attended the annual anniversary. People win cars at the anniversary. You can win it from P1 group or you can win it from affiliates. And if you become an ambassador, you win a car as an ambassador. Last year, when they had 12th anniversary, they gave out 12 cars. You will see it now for 12 ambassadors. You qualify for all expense paid trip. P1 has what is called Ego Summit, which takes place in May of every year. Just from their sales and recruitments. During the annual anniversary, they announce the cutoff for that, what you need to achieve. That's why I say you need to know the system and follow the system. That way you can be able to. When you sell minimum of 30 million naira in minimum of 5 affiliates, you are qualified for an all expense paid trip abroad, which takes place May of every year. We call it the Ego Summit because in P1 we fly like egos. All expense paid trip. Ask anybody who has gone to that trip what it looks like. I had the opportunity of going to Dubai with them in 2022. I was in Nigeria and they were about leaving. Where in my own case, I paid for myself, but I joined them. They stay in 5-star hotels. I joined them to go to Dubai in 2022. So when I get to the picture of 2022, I'm even there. But when you book a sale, which is announced by the president on the anniversary every year, once you know something, you target it, right? That's why I say when you know your vision, you work towards it. That's why you have to know what is the qualification levels. You work towards it, and these people even achieve that before the end of the year. Of international travels, many people will tell you that P1 has taken them where they never thought they would go. In fact, they say when you are in P1, get your international passport ready. These are many years ago. Like I said, it's called Ego Summit. These were many years ago. I can't even remember the date on this one. This is Dubai. This must be a very old one, but all the same. Every year, in May of every year, there's a trip. May of every year. This is Egypt. This is the one I said I was there. I followed them to Dubai in 2022. I was actually standing somewhere here. Because in my own case, I paid for myself, like I said. But people can pay for yourself. You can pay for yourself. Believe me, the money you make in P1 can give you that. You will follow a group. When you travel as a group, the experience is out of this world. You stay in the same hotel, they all stay. Everybody stay in the same place, of course. All the hotels are booked up. You stay. In short, one guy was saying one day when we went for safari ride, that he and his roommates was asking themselves, which one will we eat today? That it says in the breakfast room were too many that they don't even know which one to eat anymore. That's what P1 does for you. It's an experience out of this world. This was 2023, Rwanda. Ego Summit every year. Ghana, 2024. And this is our ambassadors. They are about to go for the 2025. I think they are going to, what country did they say they're going? But there's always somewhere to go. And it's all just becoming a member with that singular membership fee. So I told you about ambassadors. Ambassadors are people who achieve a certain eligibility criteria that is already set out. For the affiliate, they will set out what you need to achieve by recruitment. It can be by recruitment, it can be by selection. Last year, there will be a minimum eligibility criteria, and then there will be selections. And then anybody who is there is based on qualifications. But the president always announces it at every summit. And if you don't know, ask, you'll be told. Then you work towards becoming an ambassador. Somebody wanted to know how they will get a car free. This is it. Every ambassador gets a car free. A brand new car that belongs to the person for life. These are all the ambassadors. You can imagine how many years this has been going on since P1 was bettered. And all these people I'm showing you here are now MDs of their own companies. They are MDs of their own companies. So these are, it's been there. Jeremy, so these are MDs. Obuefi, this is the MD of P1 Heritage, right? They're all MDs now. It's actually a GED. They all started like this. If you see them, you won't believe they are the one. So P1 is something out of the world. This is the one we call Dr. Mama V. You see how she was as at 2017. That was 2017, 11 years ago, right? Oh, not even 11. What am I saying? 8 years ago. And today, this is what P1 can do for you. When you become ambassador of P1, this is a seed on seed. You get a brand new free car for yourself for life. This is the superstar ambassador, Antonio Godo, who is now the superstar ambassador emeritus. So, and last year, 2024, which was 12 years, instead of one ambassador every year, P1 brought out 12 ambassadors with 12 new cars. 12 new, am I saying cars? Yeah, it's not even cars because they're all SUVs. So look at them all. You can become one of these people. You just need to ask, what does it take to do it? What does it take to become an ambassador? That's the question you should ask. What does it take to become an ambassador? This is our diaspora ambassador, Pastor Maka in Dublin. So you see, P1 does not have geographic boundaries. Actually, I nominated her because I knew she was doing what was out of the world. In Dublin, right there, because I thought she became an ambassador. She has been in P1 for about 3 years and she has never visited Nigeria once. She saw the advert of P1 group in somebody's Facebook, her upline, Doris Lewis, there. She said this is somebody she used to know. She contacted her and she told her about P1. And she registered right there in Dublin and started marketing P1, holding seminars every year. Never going to Nigeria. She growing a network right there in Dublin. And of course, when it was time for an ambassador, I didn't waste time to say that, of course, she's the ambassador. She now runs the she has a center now because she's a senior manager in Dublin. She's ambassador. She represents P1 in everything being done in Europe. So when you are in P1 group, there's nothing like geographic bound. You just need to do what it takes. These are all the cars that were given to them that day. All at Eco hotel wedding. So P1 group is something that's a opportunity of a lifetime. These are all the annual performance bonuses I told you all. These are as a 20 the annual performance bonuses after every sales you made in a year. Every sales and all the commissions you already got. P1 will still give you 1% of the total sale during the annual convention. All this takes place on the annual convention. They will give you a dummy shake and then they will pay the shake, pay the money into your account. And that's making people live comfortable life. So now these are all the referral bonus. So let's talk about how do you become a PBO? How do you sign on to become a PBO? How do you sign on? You sign on by getting a referral link for whoever introduced you to this opportunity, this life-changing opportunity. Use their link and sign up. We work by 5x5 matrix. Remember, 5x5 matrix. They used to call the presidents a 5x5 professor. Once you have 5 people who are classic gold, that's why I told you that you cannot move without being a classic gold. You cannot advance. You can earn your commissions, but you cannot advance because the growth pattern is based on the classic gold level. Once you recruit 5 people who are classic gold, you'll be recognized as an assistant manager. And then when you help those 5 people, and each of them also have 5 people, you'll be recognized as a manager. When you are when you develop 5 assistant managers, you'll be recognized as a manager. You already have, then when you develop 5 managers, you'll be recognized as a senior manager. And when you develop 5 senior managers, you'll be recognized as a sapphire manager. All these come with their own bonuses. See, it's all there. And then when you develop 5 sapphire managers, you become an emerald manager. See, we're talking about getting a car now, right now. And when you become and develop 5 emerald manager, you become a diamond manager. And this one comes with a house. Somebody wanted to know how they will get a house. This one comes with a house furnishing. Furnishing, actually. You get a house when you become a diamond manager. This one comes with a house furnishing. Then when you develop when you develop 3 diamond managers, you become a diamond. I think this is the one next to. You become a diamond. When you develop 5 emerald managers, you become a diamond manager. And then next to that is a diamond director. And P1 will be giving you a house. We already have, I think we already have we already have the president as a diamond director, diamond manager, not there. And then after that, they'll become. So the opportunities in P1 are too enormous that we don't finish talking about it. It's an exciting thing that happened to the Nigeria community and the world because we're now beyond Nigeria. So we have our accounts. I always tell anybody, anything you are doing in P1, do not pay into a third-party account. Make sure the account is P1 account. And every flyer carries the account number. So congratulations, because once you sign up, you are a P1 business owner. And like I said earlier, you sign up by getting the referral link from the person who introduced you to this opportunity. So formally, we've finished. This took 1 hour. It was quite long. I didn't plan to stay this long, but it's okay. I hope it was not boring. And we're going to now take some questions. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm going to look at the chat room. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Questions? Hello? Is anyone in the room?
Yes, ma'am, we are here. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
I just want to make sure I haven't been talking to myself all this while. Okay, I'm just looking on the chat now. Welcome, Joyce from Houston, Texas. So please, I'm ready to take questions. Questions, please. If you don't ask questions, you are telling me that really that you don't understand what I said for the past 1 hour. So I expect some people to at least have some questions. Thank you for all the love emojis that you posted for our founders. Questions, comments, observations? Anything at all. This is a discussion. So anything at all. Welcome, Fina. Fina Shidima from Owerri, right? Thank you for being here. Questions, comments, observations, anything. Hello. Do we have any old members on this forum? In this room? Any old members here?
Yes, I'm here.
Who can you introduce yourself and tell us anything you can tell us about your journey in P1? I mean, everybody's story does not have to be the same. Just when you are seeing all this food that made this, you may say you've not made it, but believe me, it's you see everybody, just like we have our 5 fingers are not equal. Everything is not equal, but if you key into this and continue to follow the system, you will surely come to give testimony. Because if others can give testimony, you too can have a testimony. Anybody can have a testimony, but it will not be the same. It will not take the same time for everyone, but it will surely come to pass. In fact, the superstar ambassador, the person that is called the superstar ambassador for this great organization, I understand that for 7 months or whatever, she did not make a sale. I can't remember how it is said. Then she started making sales. And she's the person known as the superstar ambassador today. I'm not saying you should not make sales, but I'm telling you that you should just keep following the system and asking. I mean, be key into it. When you know the things that you want to achieve, you want to become an ambassador, you want to be a benefit from a annual performance bonus, you just need to say, how can I get this? How can I achieve this? And you'll be, just like I mentioned now, for you to be, these are the annual performance bonuses, qualifiers. This guy, I heard his story that he doesn't even know. I'm not saying something bad. I think he's from the northern part, that he actually struggles to speak very good English, but he still was able to make it in P1. And know you what? He is one of the ambassadors that was given a brand new car last year. Ibrahim, right? Oh, this is not Ibrahim. Sorry, Ibrahim. But let me show you the Ibrahim. This is not the Ibrahim. This is not Ibrahim. He almost looked like him. Let me find him. He said he's not. He was one of the ambassadors that. Oh, I'm not sharing. What am I sharing? Am I sharing? No. Okay. I'm not sharing. Oh, sorry about that. What I'm trying to say in essence is that P1 is for everyone. Everyone can achieve it in P1. You just need to understand the system and do what it takes. And your story will change. P1 has changed so many people's families, the story of so many families, and it continues to do so. So I'm ready to take any questions, comments. There should be at least something you're not understand, or are you saying there's no question, comments, questions, or anybody who wants to testify to anything? Anybody
How
who
do you
have
register?
hello?
How
Hello?
do you register? Yes,
Thank
how
you
do
for
you
that.
register?
Thank you. May I know who is talking, please?
This
Please,
is
since we're in the
Hilkaya.
eh?
Hilkaya from Lagos.
From Lagos. Thank you. Who are you? You are new. Who invited you? I will start with that.
It's from a WhatsApp group by Uche. I can get it. Let me look for the
Wait, are you a
WhatsApp.
PBO? Are you a PBO?
I'm the one
No,
that
no.
invited.
Wait,
You're
but
welcome.
which WhatsApp group are you in?
No, it's just a
Is
WhatsApp
it a
group by,
PB? Is it a PBO WhatsApp group forum?
I don't know if it's a
Hello.
PBO WhatsApp group anymore.
You don't know
Hello,
the
can you
WhatsApp
hear
group you were? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because if you are not a
me? Hello.
PBO, definitely you are not in a PBO WhatsApp forum. Okay, somebody invited you. Whoever invited you, get the person's referral link.
Okay,
Okay? Whoever
okay,
invited you, get the person's referral link.
Okay.
And like I said, get the person's referral link to use for your registration. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Which screen am I sharing? I don't even know which screen am I sharing. Believe me, I'm not even sure which screen I'm sharing. Oh, I'm not sharing. So when you get her refer, okay, I'm not sharing this screen. Okay, I'm going to share a screen now. When you get her referral link automatically has her name encoded in it. The
Okay.
system will
Which
even
you're
tell you right away,
opening?
you are referred by so. The system will tell you right away, you are referred by. So her
Which
referral
you
link, we have her, no problem. You just get her referral link and register. And then you choose your membership level, okay? Like I always say, the classic gold is the recommended
mm.
level. The
After paying
classic
the
gold
50, after paying the 75,000, do you pay again?
is an annual registration. But the renewal
Oh,
is, so any dates you register is your anniversary. Like me, my anniversary is 1st of May because I registered on 1st of May. Any date you register is your anniversary. And if I may say something here, some people used to ignore that renewal because just like I said about online education, where no one will be reminding you to submit your assignments, unlike the traditional schooling, that you always get a reminder, your teacher will always tell you. In this one, it's also online, right? So it's also something that we are doing as it's a lot of there are thousands of PWAN business owners, thousands. But everybody knows their anniversary dates. At times you get a email reminder, I don't know. But the truth is that some people at times they will ignore it. It's out of this. I'm sharing a screen now, right? Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen? Hello?
yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. It's out of this money, 75,000, that P1 group does everything they do. They take your clients for inspection. If you were taking if it's an alliance was taking somebody to inspect a property, they will already collect money from you even before they step out. And if you were not using your car, let's say it's their car the person is using, the person will already collect fuel money from you. Let me use Nigeria with fuel money from you. That alone, even when you've not even gone to see the property, is already almost what you are going to pay here. With this money, P1 does all the administrative things they do throughout the year. If you want anything you want, any form you want, you get it from any P1 office, you get. So it's an annual renewal. So another thing I was trying to say, some people ignore it, they may not pay the annual renewal, and nobody will, just like online school, nobody will tell you anything. But do you know what happens? When a commission is due to you and you are not active, you will not get that commission. And that is true. Like I live here, right? Those of us who live in the Western world, nobody will tell you anything. Nobody will even talk to you. But when it's time for that, but then you become active. Inactive, I'm sorry. That's what it's called, inactive. In the system, you will just become inactive because you did not renew. So when you do not even know if someone in your network made a sale that is going to give you 5 million naira commission. Don't say it's not true. It's possible. Indirect sale. Yes, I was here one day. I got an indirect sale of about 450,000. I was wondering who made any sale in my network. I did not even know that my friend made a buy to sell. And that indirect commission, that's 450,000 is about 2.5% because it's indirect. This is the money I did not know. I did not know how she talked to the person to make that buy to sell. And she later told me that she was following this guy up for almost 3 months. It was more than 3 months. And at the time, she left the person, and then the person later came to her. So when you are talking to a client, don't relent. The person can even come back to you and say, "Oh, I'm ready to do this now." Because that time you were talking to her, she may not have the money, or you may not be ready. So if you are not renewed, if you are not active, and you see what I'm trying to say. If you're not active in the system, you will not get that commission. You can imagine what you lost just by not paying 75,000.
Nigeria.
Okay? That's why it's good to be active in the system. I hope you understand my explanation. Hello? Hello?
Yes, I do understand. Yes.
So it's just a one-time payment every year. And believe me, if you are active, You won't even remember this money when you make one sell. Just one sell, or even buy to sell. Even buy to sell. If you make a buy to sell, you are getting the commission by 7.5. I'm not even talking of land sale. Even if you don't make land sale, make buy to sell. Find clients who can invest. Buy to sell is for people who want to invest.
What is it buy to sell? What is it?
What do you say?
What is the buy to sell?
Oh, you didn't understand my explanation of buy to sell. Sorry about that.
No.
Buy to sell is, I thought I told you. But are you seeing the screen I have right now?
Yes, I'm seeing.
What are you seeing? I just want to know what you are seeing. I want to change it to buy to sell.
I see entry levels, associate
Okay, good.
BBO, bronze BBO, silver BBO,
I want
gold
to start. This
BBO.
is the entry level. That's the membership level. You choose any level you want, but this is the recommended level. So I want to show you what is buy to sell, okay? I want to stop this and show you the slide for buy to sell. To sell is a real estate trading. It's a real estate trading where you give PWAN money, and PWAN will use it to invest in property and give you a commission of, depending on the length of your trading. If it's 12 months, the commission is different. If it's 18 months, the commission is different. If it's 24 months, the commission is different. That is what they will give to the person who did the buy to sell, the clients you will bring. The clients you will bring. But that one, are you seeing my slide now on buy to sell? Are you seeing the slide?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm going to go down to a slide. I'm going to go down to the slide where you explain the minimum of buy to sell. Okay? You will even read it on the script, but I'll leave it on that slide. Okay? So in this slide, see what buy to sell is. It's a real estate trading platform. It has been in existence for 6 years and still running. In fact, this is somebody, we said that somebody can put themselves on salary in this buy to sell. Just by doing 1 million every year and getting their commission of 40%. 1 million every year, right now is 40% commission. That means in 12 months from now, PWAN will be giving you back. They will give you a percentage check from the day you do it. This is for a client, so from the day you did it, they will give you percentage check. So after 12 months, you go and cash out that 1.4 million. And you can take 400,000 out of it and keep for yourself, and you reinvest another 1 million. In fact, as one of my colleagues will explain it, if you do this for January to December, you already placed yourself on 400,000 income every year for the rest of your life. How? Do you understand? Because whenever it matures on that 12 months, because you've done it from January to December, 1 million. And right now the commission is 40%. That is for the client. I'm explaining to you now as a client. I will tell you what you will get as a PBO. This is as a client. The client is the person investing their own money. As a PBO, you are the one who brought the clients to do the business. I will tell you what you get. But as a client who invested their own money, PWAN Group will give them a percentage check for 1 million naira, for a percentage check of 1.4 million, which they will cash out in 12 months. When they cash out that 12 months, they already made a profit. They already got money. Okay, this slide is an old slide. This particular slide, they are doing a promotion right now, Easter promotion. 12 months, you are getting 40% right now. Right now, that's a promo they are doing. When you are a PBO, you will be in the PBO forum and you will see all these updates. These ones are the standard. Even at the standard, in 12 months, you're getting 1.3 for 1 million. That's, you made a gain of 300,000. Some people's salary are not even up to that amount. In Nigeria, that 300,000, you invest the 1 million again. That means you already placed yourself on 300,000 salary for the rest of your life, just by doing buy to sell. This is the clients who brought the money. So if you know anybody who is not interested in the business, but the person can spend some money, has some money to invest, let me use the word, to trade with, send some money to trade with, the person will do this business with you. And you, who is the PBO who brought the business, we get a commission of 7.5%. And whoever brought you into P1, we get an indirect commission of 2.5%. This is the one I told you that I saw 400 and something thousand paid into my accounts in Nigeria. I don't know. I didn't know where it's come from. I later find out that my direct downline, because it's only one level. It's only your direct upline that will get it in buy to sell. I found out that my downline made a buy to sell of about 20 something thousand. Of course, I got a commission of 400 and something, 450,000 about that, without knowing how she did the work. This is why when you say you want to work by yourself, you don't want to grow a network. Anyone who is not growing a network, anyone who is not introducing this opportunity to people, is cheating himself or herself. Actually, that's what the chairman, the founding chairman, Dr. Augustine Onwume, will say. That anyone who does not have a network is cheating himself or herself. Imagine what 450,000 can do for me. God of mercy. Without my knowing how it came, how my downline talked to the person, followed the person almost 3-4 months, and I just saw the money in my account. Though, of course, as a human being, I just felt so grateful that I called her and I told her I'm sending 100,000 to her account. I mean, she was shocked. People don't do that, but after I felt like doing it. I didn't even know how she did it. But that's what passive income can do for you. Then if the person did 18 months buy to sell, you that introduce the person will get 10%. And the person that brought you into the business will get 3%. And if the person does 24 months buy to sell, you that introduce the person will get 12.5. And this 12.5, I'm telling you, is 12.5 of whatever amount the person is trading with. So you can imagine if you brought somebody who is trading of 100 million, people are doing it. I'm telling you, people are doing it. Imagine what 12.5% is. This is what they call alarm. When it hits your account, the bank manager will wonder. Maybe you've never got up to 50,000 deposit in your account before. And then all of a sudden, you got a deposit of 12.5 million. Because that's what you get if it's 100,000. But all of a sudden, you got a deposit of 12.5 million. I mean, I won't blame the bank manager if they call you to come to their office. But then you show them where the money came from. And of course, they will tell you congratulations. Because it was a legitimate income. Do you understand? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, that's what buy to sell. Let me just keep it back on the page that explain buy to sell. So this is what buy to sell means. That's what's on the screen now. A landed property is traded for a specified period with a view to make profit by the individual, the corporate entity, or NGO or other prospective traders. It has been tried, tested, and trusted for the past 6 years and still running. It has helped, buy to sell has helped lots of individuals and corporate entities. When I say corporate entities, for instance, I introduced this buy to sell to my organization here, Nnewi South local government. When the MD of PWAN Sterling came to US, we did a presentation to them. So I told them when we have money, we do our membership fees, right? So we get money. One organization here, I think the Mbeno community, they have a hall. They invested their money and bought a hall that they rent every weekend and get money. I told them if we have money and we traded it into buy to sell, in 1 year it will give us 40% interest. That is what is called corporate entities. So when you do buy to sell, we have a different subscription form for individual, and we have a different subscription form for the corporate entities, because they have to provide their directors information. That's an organization, right? But an individual will only provide their own identity, either international passport or their. Then we recently now we also have a form for minors. So this is what buy to sell can do for people. And this is a flagship of P1 business. People are getting money. When I say money, I'm not talking of thousands, millions every day from doing buy to sell. And right now, the only people that are doing buy to sell is the head office. Anyway, to let you know, P1 Group Lake. So if you need and you want more information, you can talk to the person who brought you in here. She is the BDE of our P1 office in Houston, Texas. So she will tell you more. And if you want us to talk, we work together in the office. If you need more information, you are welcome. And for you to be in the PBO platform, you have to be a registered member. Once you're a registered member, I will add you to the PBO platform. But until then, any information you want, you are upline. The person who introduced this business to you can tell you everything you need to know. Okay? Okay? Hello.
Hello,
Okay, I
I'm
think
hearing you.
we've been here for a
I'm
while,
hearing you.
so thank you. So I still left this message on this slide on the screen. This is the explanation of what buy to sell is all about. You see, currently we have more than 10,000 subscribers who have benefited from P1 Group buy to sell. I myself, I don't even stop it. I have been reinvesting my money. When I finished last year, 12 months, I don't even want. I think they were doing a promotion of either 40 or 45%. I just called them. I told them to reinvest it for 18. Oh my, I mean, this is like this P1 Group is. I can't finish. It's like poverty eradicator, eradicates poverty just by one single subscription of membership. You are entitled to be involved in all these things. Why buy to sell? Why buy to sell? As an individual, you could be dreaming of having a home, car, vacation. In fact, let me give you an instance. I don't know whether he's still on this forum. Let me see if he's still off. He has dropped. When he did a buy to sell 2 or 3 years ago, let me see if he's still here. He was saying initially, the guy from Pennsylvania, I think he was talking about traveling home to Nigeria to do for his brother's wedding, which is coming at the end of the month. And I managed end of the year. And I convinced him to, I think he's still here. Is it him or his brother? I can't even know. He's the one. I convinced him to do a buy to sell of 6 months. And at the end of 6 months, he went to Nigeria and he got his money. And that time, I think the commission, I think it was, he did 6 months. We don't do 6 months anymore. I don't know how much percentage that time. I think it was 20% for 6 months, or is it 12%? I can't remember. It's been a while. I mean, this is money that if you had kept in your bank account for 6 months, you will meet it in the bank account after 6 months. Anyway, it will still be there. Lucky you if it's still there. Because if one relative or the other has called you, you wouldn't even know when the money finished. Yes, now I'm not lying. We are from Nigeria, right? If one relative or the other has called you, telling you everything they will tell you, you won't even know what happened to the money before 6 months. And you start all over again. I mean, I'm sure all of us have experienced something like that. I'm not saying it's bad to help people. It's very good to help people. But you also help yourself, right? Even the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. So, so this is what buy to sell can do for you as an individual. Things you plan to do. You plan to pay your child school fee. Your child is entering a secondary school, in high school, in 6 months. Instead of just leaving that money in your account for the next 6 months, trade with us. Okay, now it's a minimum of 1 year. Sorry, it used to be 6 months minimum before. The buy to sell has grown so fast that people are cashing out. So in short, 6 months before you know it is gone. So it's minimum of 1 year now. Yeah, you have a plan to do something 1 year in 1 year time. Trade whatever you have now. Don't just leave it in your in your account. These are for corporate entities. Like I said, if our Nnewi South want to buy a house, want to buy a hall next year, I'll convince them. Any money we have right now in our accounts, can we trade buy to sell? Before that 1 year, we get 40% added to that money. You don't think it's great? Get 40% added to that money without stress. This would have come from members' fees, dues. They will get it just by trading with it. So how do you start buy to sell? You just pay, you get the account information. We have the subscription form. You can get it from the office or from us. We can always give it to you. Our office is equipped to give you anything you want. Or any P1 group. And then we have the office in Lekki. That's the buy to sell office. And you pay into the P1 group account. You fill the form. Show evidence of payments and submit it. If I, who is in US, can do it, hold of somebody in Nigeria, I'm doing it right from here in US. I make my payment, send the receipts to the office, submit my subscription form. I have all of them in mind, and keep record of everything I do. Everything you do, keep records too. Keep record. No, they pay even before the time, but at least in case they forget, you can always call them. Oh, my buy to sell has matured. I didn't see money in my account. And then we apologize and pay it just in case. Then you have to show your identity information. The form will have it. You put your identity information. That's why I say if it's a company, they have to put the director's information, the company and directors. And then what will you get when you do buy to sell? You get receipt of payments. You get contract of sale. You get contract of sale for anything you do, whether it's buy to sell or buy to keep. That is buying the property or the land. You get contract of sale. The only thing that differentiates that one from buy to sell is that you will not get allocation. You will get post-dated check, dated 1 year or 18 months or 24 months, depending on the time you are doing your buy to sell, the time you are doing the trading. You get all this. My success line did a buy to sell in December. She got her position, and I got a commission of 2.5%. Yes. So, like I said, this is standard 30%, 50%, 70%, but they're doing a promotion now, 40%. You take advantage. I take advantage of promotions. That's why I'm on the PBO forum. I look out for promotions. I got an Android phone last year, though I ended up giving it to my sister in Nigeria. I told her, my younger sister, I told her to keep it. But when I went to Nigeria and saw the phone, I wished I asked her to keep it for me. It was so beautiful. I got an Android phone because they buy to sell incentive. I got my commission. I still got an Android phone. They were doing recruits. I think it was recruitment. They said they buy to sell of this social amount. I got it. I said, okay, they should give it to my younger sister to hold for me. Later, she didn't even ask me. I'm the one who
So
told her
there's
use
something
it.
I sent to you for you have not listened to it. There's something
Who is
I'm watching now that I sent to you, but you are not listening to it.
sorry?
That's
Did
why.
you who
You
is
stop
speaking? Are you
later.
is it about this or are you talking to somebody else? Throw more light on dollar trading. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I wasn't looking at the charts. Okay, throw more light on dollar trading for those that would prefer that way. Where do you live? If I may ask, I just want to know. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Where do you live? Who asked this question? Where do you reside? In Nigeria, in the US? Or
I'm in the US right now.
you're in the
Can
US?
you?
Okay.
Yes,
All the
Maureen is
same,
my name.
you can do it from anywhere though. All the same, no problem. You can do it from anywhere. Um, okay. This
Just
slide I have here is not the correct slide because we have a different slide for this now. This is not the correct. This is not the this is an old slide right there. Okay, right now, the dollar, the dollar buy to sell trading. We have the flyers even in our office. Where do you reside in US? Just
I
ask me.
mean Houston here.
Oh, Houston here. So
Yeah.
when we have the flyers in our, she can even give it to you. She will have them with her too.
Okay.
We do 12 months, 12.5%. You see, because dollar is very volatile, we have to keep the figures a little low because it is very, very volatile. You know what I mean? It's not like Naira that we give right now, like I'm looking at the flyer right now. I have the flyer with me here too. And for 12 months, the commission that the commission that will come with it will be 12.5%. Not
Which
while in
uh,
Naira is 40% for 12 months. While 18 months is 20%. You know, dollar is very volatile and it's not good in business. You, as much as you want the client to make profits, you also protect the business, right? The company. So that is why we cannot do so much. We cannot like equivalent it with saying 40% like in Naira because dollar is very today is 16 is 1 6 something. Next days, yeah. But the good news is that we have the option of doing Naira or doing dollar. That means that if you feel that dollar is not the profit is not what equivalent to Naira, then the person can have the option of doing the Naira. That way you are sure you keep it to that 40% that is being advertised for Naira. I mean, it's good if you do that, but so we cannot do it a straight equivalent of saying 40% for dollar, just like 40% is for Naira. So right now the dollar is 12.5 for 12 months and the 20% for 18 months. We have a
okay.
flyer for it. It's all in our office too, and I'm sure we will have it with her too. So that's the reason, because of the way the currency fluctuates up and down. The company has to, you don't want to hear that P1 has closed down, right? So the company has to protect the company finance too by being a, if you're in business, you have to be cautious too, right? But then if the person wants, the person can do it in Naira and get 40%. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the way it is right now. And I think it's good enough to protect the company finance because you don't know which direction the dollar is going the next minute. Okay. Any other question? Sorry for not seeing that on time. I didn't look at the chat. Next time I'm going to have our BDE be a co-host so that she can be able to monitor the chat room. Okay? Monitor the chat. Okay. Any more
Please,
questions? We've been here for
can you
almost.
explain how to be a PBO?
Is it the person who asked this question before that also asked it, is asking it again? Or a new person?
A new person.
Okay, are you just coming in? Okay,
No, I
no
didn't.
problem. I will explain. Just that it was already part of the presentation and somebody asked the question before. To become a PBO, first thing first, just get a referral link from the person who introduced this business to you. That's the first thing. When you get her referral link, then you sign up. We have different levels of membership. You choose the level that you can afford to tell you how much PWAN wants everyone to have financial freedom. We even have a membership level that is free entry. Free as in FREE. That means you will not say you cannot help yourself because being a PWAN business owner is somebody helping herself. You will not say you cannot help yourself because you cannot afford to register. That will tell you how much this company is doing. In fact, our GED for recruitment, we call it eradicate poverty. Associate membership level, I'm trying to pull out this like this. Associate membership level is free registration. You don't need to pay anything to register, but it's to give you the opportunity of making sales. You see? So that same property that is, because you'll be on the PBO forum, it doesn't matter which level you register in. That property that is selling for 1 million, 1.5, 2 billion, 3.3 million, you now can sell it and get 10% commission. With that 10%, the only clause there is that P1 group will register you with the money you make to a higher, the recommended membership level, which is the classic gold. You've not lost anything because that puts you on now making 15% commission and getting indirect commission and then getting the progressing to becoming an assistant manager, because unless you are on that level, unless you're on the classic gold level, you cannot make commission, you cannot make indirect commissions. You can make your own direct commission, but you cannot make indirect commission. So for you to be making direct commission, you must be at the classic gold level. Then once you're at the classic gold level, you make indirect commissions, that which is passive income, right? Indirect commission is passive income. That is your journey to financial freedom has begun. So I just put on the board now. Have you seen the membership levels? Are you seeing it? Hello?
Yes, we are seeing it.
Okay. So at this level, you don't have to pay a penny, just in case you don't have money. Let me use this level. Let me tell you how we explain this level. This level is somebody who said, let me come and see what P1 is. Let me come and test. But if you are testing, the longer you are testing, the longer you are wasting time. We always say that procrastination is an enemy of progress. Somebody said, I don't want to put anything. Let me just come and see. The person wants to come and see. That's fine. Come and see. So when you reach as an associate member, you are just able to make sales. 10% commission, that's fine. But the company will use the first 10% commission up to the 75,000 to register you at this level, because this is our recommended level. Because it's only when you are at this level you can be entitled to all the benefits. We have four levels of commission. Direct commission, which is 10 or 15%, depending on what property that was sold. And it will always be announced, it will always be advertised. You will know, the MD will let you know what properties is 10%, what one. Then indirect commission goes from 1% to 5%. That's the one that comes from people under your network. You can only make all those commissions when you're on this level. And then the added benefit of this level is that all incentives that come with P1 goes with this. There was a time they were doing recruit 5 people, you get Android phone. In fact, one lady in my network got 2 Android phones. She recruited 10 people. I said, this Android phone I'm telling you about, I gave it to my younger sister. I didn't know what it looks like anyway. Then when I went to Nigeria and saw the phone, this was even better than the one I'm using. I wish I didn't give it to her. But I didn't see the phone. They just kept it with her for me. Then I told her she can use it. Then when I got to Nigeria, I saw the phone. I said, oh my God, this is the phone. So you get all incentives. Some people will tell you that their house is full of food stuff. Their house is full of all kinds of gifts from P1. Unless you're on this recommended level, you lose out from so many things. In fact, there was a story that was told last year of something they were doing during the anniversary. And they did a ballot draw. And before they did this ballot draw, they were announcing, if you are not a classic gold, please go and upgrade. And you can be in any level. Upgrade means you pay the difference. If you're at this level, you pay 70,000 difference. If you're here, you pay 50,000 difference. If you're here, you pay just pay the difference. And you upgrade. They were announcing before they did the ballot draw. If you are not on classic gold, go and upgrade. Because there is, my dear, some people just kept quiet. When they did the draw, and the draw was for a car. I don't know if but I don't think anybody here knows that it was there in the, and the lady who was supposed to win that car was not a classic gold member.
I was
But
in that hall.
You
I
were
was
there. I understood that she fainted. I understood that she fainted because they did another draw and they got somebody who was a classic gold. Did you see what just happened? Even the English language said that opportunity comes but once. In fact, pray that you don't miss any opportunity in life. Though at times, our God is a merciful God, right? Opportunities can come again. But at times, it doesn't come again. I understand that she fainted. I wasn't there, but I heard the story. They said that before they did that draw, they were announcing, if you are not a classic gold member, go and upgrade. They were announcing it. That was how she lost it.
She even removed her wig.
Oh,
That
yes. You were there.
150,000.
You were there because that was what somebody told me. You were there. Now I know you were there. They say she fainted at 12. You know what? You say, if somebody asked me when we started this thing, how can you get a free car? How can you get a free home? After my presentation, I'm sure you already see how you can get a free car, free home. Just because of 75,000 that you will get from one sale of 1 million. And I don't even think any land is 1 million. Just a single sale. I don't care how long it takes you to sell it. And believe me, you will sell. You just need to put in your efforts. You see, everything we do in life is what we aim to achieve. I had an exam I took sometime in February. I told people this exam is like do or die. It's not die you, but it was just an adjective to explain what it means for me to pass that exam. For having that in my mind, I put all my efforts and I finally made an A in that class. A class I was initially making. Believe me, I put all my effort. In fact, I stopped going anywhere. Even somebody in my fellowship had their child's wedding. Somebody, a very close friend of mine, my dear. Even the Bible said, love your neighbor as yourself. I will go. I finished my assignments that I needed for that exam. I went when they were, but at least I showed my face. Even if I didn't show my face, I would give her a gift. Even another lady in my choir, because I'm in the choir, did her 75th birthday, my dear. I had to, because my life is for me. If you don't love yourself, who will love you? That exam was like anything I can't think of failing that exam. And I finally not even just ordinarily passed. So if you put an effort to do something, if you said I must sell. Oh, why? I must sell. People are selling. If people are selling, then why would I sell? You will sell even before you know it. Get in the PBO forum 2 days ago, I just posted a flyer on my status. You just pick up any of the videos. They post videos on the forum every time. The MDs does all the work. All you need to do is to, oh Lord, all you need to do is to just advertise and get your commission. I put a video on my status. No, I'm not saying anybody has called me yet, but somebody could call me. I will put another one today. So I think it stays for 24 hours. But our ambassador in Dublin says that only the videos she put in her status every other day is what she's selling. People are calling her for. Do something. Post it on your Facebook. Post it on your Instagram. You will get calls. Because people are looking for things to buy. They just need to see it. So, in fact, this 75,000 for me is God of mercy. It's nothing. The ambassador, the superstar ambassador of P1 Group, Antonio Buru, say when she was told about P1, like she didn't have money. That time the registration was, I think, is for 36,000 something. She didn't have money. She called her nephew. You can imagine a woman calling her nephew, just like me now here, calling my nephew to borrow money. She called her nephew to borrow money to register. Today, wouldn't she have given her nephew 100 times of that money? Not, she called her nephew to borrow the money to register. That was the time there was no free registration. No, I think there was a lesser amount. But today there's even free registration. So there's no excuse for anyone who wants to achieve financial freedom for your family. Believe me, it can go a long way. Reduce stress. Passive income. That one is, I don't even want to talk about passive income. Because even here in US, in Houston, I'm still getting passive income. Because for me, that's what I actually want at the end of the day, passive income, residual income. Okay, I think we've been here for about 2 hours. So long, I never thought we were going to be this long. But any special, any other just thing before we close out? And we're here, same time, same day, same time, same day, every week. You will see the flyers anyway, and we get better. We will not spend this long next time, but any other final, like closing questions, closing remark, closing comments?
Yes.
Hello? Yes, please, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Dr.
Uh-oh,
Chrissy.
is this my
Um,
ambassador? I did
yes,
not know
yes,
you were here. Oh my
yes.
God. All of you
I
here,
just
please
joined.
give a shout out to Ambassador Dr. Ike Ndudue. He
This
lives
is
both with me in Houston here and Nigeria. I can't wait for him to come back because he makes our office hot.
thank you. Congratulations, and thank you for your wonderful presentation. Yes, P1 is a good business that can happen to any one of you. I'm also a beneficiary to this great organization, and I've been with P1 for more than 3 years now. Yes, approaching 4 years. And I can tell you, every year, no year that I will not get vehicle from SUV from P1. And it's a good one. My wife actually brought me into P1. And
God bless
since
women.
then, it has been, of course, and it has been, positive all the way. So I thank God for our founders, Dr. Augustine Onwume and Dr. Jane Onwume for answering this call. And I believe every one of you, if you are joining for the first time, just go ahead and register. Register with 75,000 naira is the best thing you can do to yourself. It's just like you opening a shop, 75,000 naira. I know it might sound too big, but it's nothing, So I encourage every one of you to do this business. The business is working. It's worth it. I tell you, only one commission will change your life in this business. Only one commission. Sometimes
Okay.
I make commission when I started newly. Just 2 weeks I started this business. My commission was 500 and something thousand, over 500,000. But I know today I can tell you that no month that I cannot make um, anything more than 10 million naira in this business. Anything, not less than 10 million naira in this business. So please be serious about this business. It changes lives. It can change the life of your family. It can change your life of your spouse. It can change everything about you. And Dr. Chris, in a month time today, I think I'm going to be doing presentation in your office in Houston.
Oh,
You're going to
we
book
can't
me,
wait.
yes, a month today. I will
We
come
can't wait.
and be
Okay.
with you guys. Thank you
We
so
can't
much,
wait.
and God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ambassador. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I am so sorry. Thank God you spoke up. I didn't know you are here. Oh my God, I would have called you since. I didn't know you are here. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm excited. Just knowing that you are coming to Houston alone has lightened up my day. Yes, someone, thank you so much. Thank you. In fact, you are a blessing to our office. I can't wait to have you. I have you come back. You know, I've been telling you that I should tell your wife to just leave it for us in Houston. But it's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody asked the question, how old is P1? P1 was, I'm using the word now, was 13 years as at March 12th of this year, because that means it's now 13 years and 1 month. P1 was started in March 12th, 2012. She asked the question, how old is P1? P1 is 13 years old. Can you imagine? That's only 13 years. And expanding, we have more than 60 affiliates. That's sub companies under the name P1 Group. And you think those people did not know what they're doing? Many of the companies are owned by husband and wife. That means everything about their family is that. Many of them are owned by husband and wife. You want me to start mentioning them? I don't know which one will I mention, which one will I leave now? Their own, so both the husband and wife are all just in it. That means there's no other thing they're looking at. Yes, P1 is 13 years old. Let me see if I'm missing any question. Again, I don't think I'm missing any question. Am I missing any question? Please, someone can speak out. So, hello, am I missing any question?
No.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you all, even for staying this long. Like I said, next time we will fast forward it. We will not be this long, but I'm believing God it wasn't boring. I'm hoping it wasn't. I thank you all for staying this long. I know it's night in Nigeria now. Anybody in Nigeria now, it should almost be 9 p.m. Oh my God, and you are here. Thank you so much. And those of so, well, if our ambassador has spoken, I don't know. I cannot be speaking after the ambassador. so I will take our ambassador's talk. Anybody wants to say anything else?
Yeah, thank you so much, Ma, for the wonderful presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, let me see. Who was speaking? I'm just trying to. Oh, okay, Vera. Oh, thank you so much. That's our BDE or P1 Group Office. Right? So, yes, right. So, and then, so you all should watch out for her. Eh?
So, we hope to see them all on board, the new people here. We hope to see
Yes.
them in join us in Q1.
Yes, please. If you are in Houston, please come and visit us.
Yes, so.
If you are in Houston or Houston environment, please come to the office. It's open Monday to Friday.
Sure, definitely, I'm coming.
Please do come. We actually want you in the office. Please
Yes,
do
I'll
come.
definitely come. Yeah.
Thank you so much. The door is open from 8 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. every Monday to Friday.
It's quite
Please do come.
insightful. My most
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be
Oh my
coming.
God. Okay, we look forward to having you. Thank you so much. And
Okay.
so, any final closing remark or closing, any comments, anything? All right. Once again, thank you all for being here. It's wonderful having you all here. I'm so excited. So this will be going on every week by this time, same time, though we'll be reposting it. And now when our ambassador comes to Houston, you all should expect to have him be the one hosting this too. Thank you so much. So I want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. God bless you. And take this challenge, P1 business owner, and give your family the gift of financial freedom, or yourself the gift of financial freedom. Hopefully, when we come next week, there will be many new updates, testimonies. We'll take this. Okay, so thank you all.
Bye.
So this
All
will be officially closing now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ma.
Bye. Thank you.
And for any other information, we have our The flyer has our email address on it, our office email address. So anybody who is here definitely saw the flyer. In case we didn't answer any question here, please email us. Our email address is on that flyer, and we will definitely reply you. And if we have your phone number there, we will even call you. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to log off. Thank you all. Have a wonderful week ahead. Weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.